Happy Friday. Today is Fit Friday. I'm talking a little lower because I'm the only one awake. I'm so inspired by our journey together that we're going down to the mat today. So, along with cardio work, it's important to do strength training. And today, we're going to emphasize some ab work and some leg work. And hopefully all of it shows on the screen. I bent my tripod. This journey, huh? So if you're up with me, get your mat. Let's set up. And I have a towel. And if this stand is too high, I will shift to my other tripod that's on boxes. So let's start out with some breathing, and then we'll shift to the exercises. Let me one second. Let me get my 5-pound weights. Now, mind you, I do have 8-pound, 10-pound, 15-pound, and 20-pound weights. So let's start out with a couple breathing exercises to center our body, and we're focused on strength. And this is a good time to say this is a friendly mutual disclaimer. The lives are my experiences, my interpretation, my motivation. It is not a replacement for medical advice, mental health advice, or legal advice. Let me see if I can share a poll. Who's with me today, this morning? Okay. I see why they say set these up in advance. And then save poll. Save poll, launch. Let's see. I think it launched. Do me a favor and vote on the poll so at least I know it is going reaching its destination. So if you're up this early, let's do some breathing, get focused in. We've already had a win this Friday. Last Friday, we were in the dark. This Friday, light. Okay, we're going to do 5-4-5, breathe in 5, hold for 4, and breathe out 5. Ready? Let's go. One more time. So this morning, I was so motivated by our time together. I actually pulled out my mat, and today we're going to do some ab work, very gentle. I have a sheet so I can actually get the names right. So we're going to start off with very gentle crunches. And the reason I call it gentle, you have to make sure you're paying attention to your neck, and the focus is your ab muscles. So sometimes doing a crunch, you're working your neck, because the perception is if it's not this aggressive crunch, then you're not really doing work. And what I'm discovering is gentle and strength training can go together. Okay. Let's see if you can see me. Or what I'll do is shift to the other tripod. Okay. Can you see me? You can see part of me. Okay. Let's see. Let's go down a little bit further. Put your hands behind your neck so you're supporting your neck. And remember, these are gentle crunches. And we're just going to do 10. All right, that's one. I'm shifting to the tripod that I have sitting on boxes because it's lower. Okay. Yeah, but then what that does is put the back up. So maybe that it won't be covering my face. All right. The next exercise, if you can see it, they're called flutter kicks. And I'll show you with my arms. We're going to lay on our backs and we'll flutter kick. And we'll do a total of 20. Let me see. Do I need to push it back some? We'll do a total of 20 because our goal is 10 on each leg. And the important thing is to remember to breathe. I'm very guilty of holding my breath, and then it's harder to complete the exercise. So let's jump in. Okay. I don't think you can see. Nope. You can't see all of me. Let's see. We have all these tripods. Let's see. This is the one that I broke. Back to that one. Okay, we're doing flutter kicks and remember to breathe. Okay. So, we did 10 and we're going to do 10 more. So I started on my right leg. I'm going to shift this 10 and start with my left leg. Okay. All right. We're not done. We have one more. So I think with this one, we should, or it should be easier to see. Okay. So what we're going to start with is one leg bent and then the other leg straight. And you clasp your hands and you raise, let me see, can you see it? And you raise. So let me show you with my arms. So you have one leg bent and you're raising the alternate leg. And we're gonna do this for 5 times on each leg. And if we're really adventurous, we'll do 10 times each leg. Let's see where we are. So I'm on my mat for padding support. All right, you ready? Remember to breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a great exercise for resistance and just using your body to develop muscle strength. And I'm feeling adventurous. I'm awake and this is Fit Friday, so I'm gonna do 5 more on the left leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna switch legs. I'm gonna bend my left leg so it gets a break, and then we're gonna do 10 on the right leg, 5, pause, and then 5 more. Now this isn't lifting your leg all the way up. This is our first Fit Friday with doing some ab work, doing some leg lifts, and the opportunity to strengthen our bodies. Remember to breathe, and this is a mutual friendly protection. This is not the replacement of seeing a medical professional, mental health advice, or legal advice. And do me the pleasure of sending me a star. That way this channel can continue to exist and grow. And I'm glad you're here. So let's jump in. Ready? Remember to breathe. All right. Oh, we did it. Now, if I see a star before we close out, we'll actually try some squats. So after the accident in April, have been really hesitant about the squats and the lunges. So most of the exercises I am doing have to do with gentle exercise, being graceful and strong with our bodies without overstretching. So I'm gonna switch back to the lower. And then if I move back, let me go down one box. Whoop. Sorry, guys. We're gonna do our last exercise. Okay. So, our last exercise, because if I put the camera on the box, take it to the mat covers my whole face. So we'll figure this out. We'll just keep figuring it out. Our last exercise, we're going to bring one knee to our chest, and then we're going to swing the other leg out. So I'll show you with my arms. Thank you for getting up this morning. Thank you for joining me for Fit Friday. You're giving me the most valuable, I know. Since it's stacked on boxes, let's just bring it down one more box. How about that? Thank you for giving me the most valuable thing you have, which is your time, because once you give it, you can't give it back. You can't get it back. So, there we go. We just needed, now I've got to talk around the label. We just needed to adjust. So this last exercise, you should be able to see now. We're going to bend one leg to our chest, and then we're going to swing the other leg back and forth. And since we're motivated and working gently with our body, we're going to do 10 leg swings on each leg. We'll do 5, pause, and then 5 more. Thank you for joining me for Fit Friday. And if you're so inspired, send me a star. Ready? Remember to breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't know about you, but I was always told, unless it's exhausting and you're drenched with sweat, have you really worked out? And what I'm discovering is that can be true, it's just not always true. And the gentler, concentrated exercises also make a difference. All right, let's do our other leg. And you're bringing your left leg, your knee, and clasping your hands around your knee. And then you're going to swing your right leg. We'll do 5 and then pause and then do 5 more. Remember to breathe. I would love to know you're here. Are you awake with me? Let's go. Posture. You want to make sure you have great posture and you're breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. It's really, this exercise, it's quick and powerful. You're using your entire leg. It's similar to doing flutter kicks or scissors. You're achieving the same benefit. 6, 8, 9, 10. I feel it. Do you? So remember to stretch your leg when you finish. That cool down stretching doesn't receive the attention. I know it's super tempting to just pop up and go, and I'm gonna do some stretches. Thank you for joining me this morning for Fit Friday. We're taking it to the mat and working our abs and core, working our core. Thank you for giving me the most valuable thing you have, which is your time, because once you give it, you cannot get it back. I appreciate you being on this health and wellness journey together. I look forward to seeing you on Monday for digital health, Tuesday, background acting, extras casting, acting. Wednesday is a love letter to men. Thursday is socially yours, growing in the content creation space together. And then, of course, before we know it, it'll be Friday, Fit Friday again. Saturday and Sunday are more free flow, and I don't have a name for them. So Saturday is definitely what's on my mind, and Sunday is more meditative. And then from here, I jump over to TikTok for a longer. So I'm not done. If you want to jump over to TikTok, the Via Jean, it would be super encouraging to continue to grow in this content creation space. And if you like, subscribe, send a star, it greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful Friday. This is the Via Jean. Keep on living. Bye.